Major breaking! Tottenham have matched Chelsea's £60 million bid for Nico Williams, and insiders say Spurs are now moving to hijack the deal. This is huge! Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham have just detonated one of the biggest transfer stories of the winter. TEAMtalk have now confirmed that Spurs have officially matched Chelsea's £60 million bid for Athletic Bilbao star Nico Williams, and insiders claim the North Londoners are preparing a full-scale push to hijack the deal before the January window even swings open. This is not a tentative inquiry. Spurs have been crystal clear internally. A new left-sided winger is the club's number one priority for January, and Williams is viewed as the standout option on the market. At 23, entering the sharpest years of his career, the Spain international has become the type of signing that can change the direction of a project. Tottenham believe they can offer him something Chelsea simply cannot: guaranteed prominence, a central role and a stage built entirely for his skill set. Williams has been one of La Liga's most electric performers this season, despite Athletic Bilbao slipping well away from the league's top spots. His dazzling acceleration, fearless dribbling and rapid decision-making have made him a nightmare for Spanish fullbacks. Every time he collects the ball out wide, there is an expectation that something dangerous will unfold. Scouts who have tracked him closely say his game has matured dramatically in the last 12 months, with his final pass and decision-making becoming more refined and ruthless. Athletic remain a proud and ambitious club, but they cannot offer the elite competitive environment that a player of Williams' profile now requires. Tottenham, meanwhile, are ready to hand him a starring role. Chelsea may have matched the £60 million fee, but Stamford Bridge is overflowing with attacking players, many of whom have struggled for consistency or even minutes. The fear among those close to Williams is clear. He could easily become another high-priced talent lost in a rotation that changes every week. At Spurs, he would be nothing of the sort. Thomas Frank wants a winger who stretches defences, forces teams backwards, and brings raw unpredictability to the flanks. Williams fits those demands perfectly. His ability to glide past defenders at pace, swap wings, drift into pockets of space, and create overloads makes him a tactical dream for a side looking to inject urgency and dynamism into their attacking transitions. It is no secret that Williams came close to joining Barcelona in the summer. The deal was discussed, analysed and nearly finalised before he ultimately chose to remain in Bilbao for another year. But circumstances have changed. Spurs offer him a Premier League platform, a guaranteed starting role and the chance to become the face of an evolving project. Chelsea cannot promise the same level of importance, nor can they offer the stability or clear tactical pathway Tottenham have put in front of him. TEAMtalk have dropped a major development. Spurs are actively targeting FC Porto's rising superstar Samu Agahawa and are ready to push hard for the 21-year-old striker in an effort to stabilise a forward line that has been unpredictable, inconsistent and at times worryingly blunt. Inside the club, the message is clear. Tottenham want a long-term centre-forward who can be moulded into the focal point of the attack, and Samu has surged to the top of the shortlist. Recruitment staff have been tracking him for months, impressed by his explosive movement, razor-sharp instincts and remarkable composure for such a young striker. His rise has been rapid, but nothing about it looks accidental. Since arriving at Porto from Atletico Madrid, he has evolved into one of Europe's most dangerous under-23 forwards, and Spurs need that firepower more than ever. Porto, however, will not make life easy. Early reports suggested they would reject any January approach outright. But new information has blown the situation wide open. The Portuguese giants will listen to offers, but only at around £70 million. It is a price that signals their reluctance but also acknowledges the reality of modern football. Elite, young strikers are assets of immense value, and Samu fits that profile perfectly. The Spanish forward's numbers this season justify every ounce of the hype. 9 goals and an assist in 15 matches, many of them in high-pressure scenarios. Coaches at Porto rave about his mentality, his aggression, his hunger to make runs that split defences apart. Those who watched him win gold with Spain at the 2024 Paris Olympics insist he is destined for the very top. Tottenham know they are not alone in the chase. Multiple European clubs have been monitoring the situation, drawn to Samu's combination of speed, physicality and icy calm in front of goal. But Spurs believe they can make the most convincing pitch. Thomas Frank wants a mobile number 9 with elite movement, someone who presses intelligently and finishes without hesitation, traits Samu has already demonstrated at the highest level. The next few weeks will determine whether Tottenham's ambition turns into action. Frank needs goals, the squad needs freshness, and Spurs need a symbol of their long-term project. Samu Agahawa could be that signing. Spurs' January transfer plans have taken a dramatic twist, with fresh reports from Italy revealing that one of the club's long-term attacking targets could now be available for far less than originally believed. The chase for Atalanta star Ademola Lookman, a saga that briefly exploded on summer deadline day, is suddenly back on, and this time the numbers involved have shifted significantly in Spurs' favour. Lookman was at the centre of frantic late-window negotiations in August, as Tottenham pushed hard to lure him away from Bergamo. Atalanta stood firm, refusing to entertain a sale that late in the summer, leaving Spurs frustrated after several days of effort. But now, as January approaches, the landscape has changed, and the North London club are preparing to strike again. For weeks, it has been reported that Tottenham plan to strengthen their front line with at least one dynamic forward, and Lookman has quietly remained a name discussed behind the scenes at Hotspur Way. What has reignited the excitement is a new update from Italy suggesting Atalanta will not hold out for a blockbuster transfer fee. Initial claims hinted Spurs would need upwards of £50 million to secure the 28-year-old, with Football Insider even stating that Atalanta would reject anything below that benchmark. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Lookman could be prized away for a significantly lower sum, opening the door for Tottenham to relaunch their pursuit with renewed confidence. Inside the Italian press, the narrative is clear. Atalanta are willing to negotiate, and Tottenham are paying close attention. Fabio Paratici is said to be one of Lookman's strongest admirers. Those familiar with Paratici's scouting tendencies say he views Lookman as a rare Premier League-ready attacker who combines pace, versatility, and a ruthless eye for goal. His ability to play off either flank, drift centrally, and link play makes him an ideal fit for the fluid attacking structure Spurs are trying to build. Lookman's development in Serie A has been nothing short of remarkable. Since leaving the Premier League in search of stability and a clearer path to consistent minutes, he has reinvented himself in Italy. His explosiveness, clever movement, and sharp end product have made him one of Atalanta's most dangerous performers, impressing both in domestic action and in Europe. Coaches in Bergamo credit him with a level of tactical maturity he simply didn't have earlier in his career, a transformation that Tottenham's scouting department has monitored closely. However, Tottenham are not alone in the race. Atletico Madrid have stepped into the picture as serious contenders, with recent reports from Tutto Juve confirming the Spanish giants want Lookman as part of their winter rebuild. Their involvement threatens to turn this into a full-scale bidding battle, and Spurs know they must move quickly if they want to avoid being overtaken. Even so, the mood inside Tottenham is optimistic. The club want additional firepower, the recruitment team believes Lookman can deliver immediate impact, and the reduced price tag has transformed the move from ambitious to achievable. January is shaping up to be a decisive month, and Lookman is once again right at the heart of Tottenham's plans. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!